Am I the a-hole for refusing to give my parking spot to a disabled woman? I live in an apartment building that comes with one spot in a parking garage. My spot is the one closest to the elevator. 2 weeks ago, the apartment manager came to talk to me and asked if I would be willing to give up my spot since a disabled woman was moving in. I said, sure, I would be happy to switch spaces. He said I misunderstood. He was asking me to give up a space in the garage entirely. He explained she used a van with a powered ramp, that she would need 2 spaces to be able to use it. I told him I would not give up my space. I pointed out to him that the parking spot was part of my lease. Last week, I came home and there was a large van with disabled plates parked next to my spot. I pulled in, parking as far from it as I could. The next day, I get a call from a woman about 7:30 a.m. She said that she was the owner of the van, needed me to move my car. I wasn't happy. I had still been asleep, but I went down and moved my car. She did the same thing the next 3 days. The next morning of Saturday, she called me at 5:30 a.m. and I told her she had to be kidding. I went down and told her that I don't normally wake up until 8:30 and I would appreciate it if she didn't call before then. She told me that she had plans and not to be a jackass. I reminded her that I was doing her a favor by coming down. That evening, 5:30, when I got home, the van was parked partially in my space so that I couldn't use it. I had her number, so I called. When she picked up, she said something snarky like, "Isn't it annoying having to wait on someone?" I told her the difference was that I could have her towed, and if she wasn't down here in 5 minutes, I would. She told me I wouldn't dare and hung up on me. I waited the 5 minutes and I called the tow company. It took the company about 30 minutes to get there and tow the car from my space. She never came down. She calls at 6:30. I picked up and she started screaming. I just hung up on her. She called back, still screaming. I hung up again. About 30 minutes later, I get a knock on the door and she and the apartment manager is there. She asked me what the hell I was thinking having her van towed. I told her that it is what I was supposed to do if my space is blocked, and I did warn her first. The apartment manager said we needed to come to a compromise. I said that I did not need to compromise. According to my lease, I am entitled to a parking spot. I never agreed to be woken up early every day, and I certainly never agreed to give up my spot entirely. She said that she was promised a spot she could use. What was she supposed to do? I told her that she needed to work that out with him, pointing at apartment manager, and leave me out of it. I am done running every time she calls. She called me an a-hole as they left. I feel bad. There aren't any extra spots. It's 1 per apartment. This isn't her fault, but it isn't mine either. Am I the a-hole for not making more of an effort to help?